Welcome back. So it's a new year, and for some that means a new start on the relationship front. For those who weren't so lucky in the love department in 2017, the good news is that all is not lost. Relationship expert Paula Quincy joins me now to tell me how to make relationships work and last. I know I need this advice. Paula, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. So people really do feel a bit lonely at the start of the year if they are single. How do you actually go about it in 2018?
I think first of all, it's deciding what it is that you want in terms of a partner, whether this is a short-term thing or a long-term thing. And what are your intentions of going into a relationship? What are you looking to get out of a relationship, and what are you looking to contribute to a relationship? Because it's a two-way street.
Now, the online application system is something that people are going crazy about right now. Is that the right way this year again, or do you actually go back to the basics of meeting people out and about?
Look, we live in a digital world where everything is either swipe left or swipe right, and it's about instant gratification, and it's about finding the channels and the platforms that work for you and the type of people that you would like to meet. There's nothing wrong with face-to-face communication and really getting to know someone. And so if you start off using online platforms, eventually at some point you're going to have to move to the next step, which is meeting someone face-to-face and getting to know that person. But before you start getting into those platforms, you need to be very clear on what it is that you're looking for in a life partner. The type, a lot of the times we look at the very superficial stuff, the tall, dark and handsome, and he needs to be sporty and active. But we don't look at things deeper than that. You value systems, culture, traditions, values, belief systems, career aspirations, family aspirations, and we need to look at all of those things to determine what kind of partner would work for us and the lifestyle that we choose for ourselves.
You know, I've had conversations about being single with friends, because it's basically a support group. If you've been single for years, you're always talking to your friends about it. And we all wonder, why can't I find that special someone? What's wrong with me? Is that the right way to go about it?
Well, see, there's the first problem, hanging around with single friends.
Well, then how do you socialize? You know what I'm saying?
So if we keep moving in the same circles and we don't put ourselves into different situations and different environments to meet new people and to open ourselves up to new opportunities, we're going to get more of the same. So if you're looking for someone that has similar interests to you, for example, music concerts, music festivals, music stores, music platforms, someone that shares those same interests with you, sport, the type of sport. So put yourself out by going and trying new sporting activities and environments to meet the like-minded people.
So basically it is ditch your friends now and then and go alone so you can actually meet people, because when you're in a group it seems like you're this clique that can't be broken into. Is that correct?
It can be very intimidating for an outside person to try and break into a group of friends where there is already a strong bond and a strong connection. It can be very intimidating. So challenge and encourage each other to try new things, and if you are going to go out as a group, also agree to kind of split up a little bit and create opportunities for people to introduce themselves to you, but also for you to introduce yourselves to other people.
Yeah. Now, let's just say after 4 years of being single, seems like a lifetime to most of us, you finally meet somebody online, you meet them for the first date, and then all of a sudden no, that's not the right person. Yeah. Is that right or wrong, deciding after the first date?
I think there's no right or wrong. You need to have a very clear understanding of what it is that you're looking for. And in the very first date or coffee chat, you're not really going to know that person really well. You need to give it time to really get to a deeper level in understanding that kind of person. So if you are potentially going for physical looks and he may or she may not meet those physical looks, you could be missing an opportunity for a really, really good person there. So I also think it's managing expectations. If you have too high expectations or too high standards, potentially you're setting the other person up for failure because they'll never meet them. So have realistic expectations and realistic standards.
Well, people tell me that I'm too picky and fussy. That's why I've been single for all these years. But then if you actually take things off that list of demands, so to speak, that you have, then you're compromising. And does that mean it's going to end after a couple of months or so? Because your list is sacred to you, and if that person doesn't have that, then it's kind of fizzle out after a while. Yeah.
And I think compromise for me, and I don't like using the word compromise because it has a negative connotation that you either have to give in or give up something. So I like to look at the word contribution. What contribution am I prepared to make to meet someone and to make a relationship work? And that checklist that we have, break it down into, these are my non-negotiables, these are my deal breakers, and these are the things that I'm prepared to work around. So for example, he might be a little bit more messy than me, or she might be a neat freak, and how do we work around that? How do we see each other's differences as opportunities to learn and grow about each other, instead of this is not working for us?
So you're going to make me smile and say that there is hope for me this year.
There is absolutely hope. And you know what hope stands for?
Yeah.
Have only positive expectations.
Oh, great. Thank you so much for the advice. You've given me hope. I appreciate it. So, Marlene and Gloria, there's hope for us. We're going to get something this year. I'm sure we will. That was relationship expert Paula Quincy.